Welcome back to a new video. So thankfully, everything is moving in the right direction as far as my back and being all right. I think the big key today was one, I had a cold day at school, so I was able just to sit at home, relax, stretch, do all that good stuff, but I'm finding some mobility exercises that are helping, particularly things that are rotating my body, so just basic stretches. But if you think like if you're sitting there, you rotate to the right or rotate to the left, that middle part of my back is still sore and a little bit uncomfortable. But another thing I kind of realized is because that's a part of my back that was spasmed before, that either consciously or unconsciously I was not flexing that area like you would normally in a lift. If you think like you're setting up for a jerk or a front squat, it's almost like you're arching your middle back, but really it's just tightening it in a normal fashion, and I was just not doing that. And I think that's why I kept getting that like respasming feeling, because the part that was getting irritated was actually between my scaps, kind of like in that rhomboid area, which is not where the spasm was. So it kind of tells me that I was either favoring that area where I just wasn't bracing properly, which kind of makes sense. If I was kind of tight and sore in that area, that I wouldn't have the regular mobility that I have. So it's something that I was able to really emphasize today, and everything felt really good. I was testing it out with muscle snatches, and I was seeing if anything felt weird. Then tested with regular snatches, as you see here. Got to 100 and then went to 110, and then had no issues, no discomfort, no increased anything like that. So I was quite happy with that. In fact, as I was training, it was feeling even better. So I'm quite excited about that. The fact that I was able to get to work back up to 110. As far as probably still the next week of training, it's going to be pretty regimented like this, to where I'm going to have a day like this, and then tomorrow is going to be lighter as far as the classics go, and then potentially more strength work. But I essentially just want to build back to doing a similar session that I would do on the AI before I go back to it, which I still plan to do because I didn't have an issue with the program. I just had an issue with picking up a 50-pound beagle that just turned into a bigger issue than it otherwise needed to be. But I think I'm pretty much back. I just want to be overly cautious with it and take my time. Another thing that I kind of want to wait for is my IT band on my right leg. It's a little bit achy, and honestly, that was more of a pain that I was dealing with today than my back. My back was just more something I was apprehensive about, but everything was moving well. As you see, I didn't even have a belt or anything, which I was happy about, and I was even able to get up to this 140. After I did this 140 here, I did the same with front squats up to 140, and I was worried, really trying to like keep that mid part of my back almost arched, but really just flexed really hard throughout the lift, all of these lifts, and then some clean pulls up to 160, just singles on everything. So obviously, I'm not back to doing reps on all the lifts, which obviously is going to be ideal to truly be back into doing normal programming. But I'm certainly on the right track, and I think the mobility exercises that I've been doing have been certainly helping quite a lot, as well as just generally recovering, since I haven't been able to lift really aggressively for a couple days. But hopefully I can keep pushing forward and not have any setbacks. And the big thing is just to be cautious and to make sure that I'm really trying to brace my back properly, as well as doing mobility stuff. But tomorrow's session, planning on doing lighter in the classics, but still doing snatch and clean and jerk, and then potentially a little bit more volume in the squat, particularly back squat, and then some snatch pulls, and really just kind of keep that similar rotation to where I'm doing a muscle snatch, clean and jerk, some sort of squat, some sort of pull, and kind of just go about it that way, and not really necessarily worry about getting in lots of sets and stuff, but just kind of vary the intensity a little bit until I feel like I can do like normal triples and stuff and just be back to normal training. Hopefully that's early next week. Ideally, I would be able to do that on Monday. But we'll have to see, make sure everything's loosened up. One way that I'm going to be assessing if I'm truly recovered or not is actually just by sitting and rotating side to side. If that area is still tight, then I'll be a little bit more cautious. But if it starts to loosen up and I don't have any normal, anything other than what would be there, just like muscle, kind of like a stretch. Right now, it's definitely like sore. So once that is gone, then I should be back to normal. But certainly lifted tremendously better than I thought I was going to be able to today. Didn't have any setbacks or anything, so just want to continue that positive momentum. But that's enough blank space at the end. That's it for this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.